Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been about a week since I started using the brand new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra as my daily driver. And today I want to share my initial thoughts and first impressions of the Samsung's latest flagship smartphone. Now, before we begin, this is not going to be a full in-depth review. To be honest, discussing absolutely everything about this phone in a single video would make this video way too long and probably bore most people. So think of this as a 1 week first impression review where I'll be sharing my thoughts on the design, display, performance, camera, software, battery life, and overall user experience. I'll also be making dedicated videos focused on specific topics such as the S Pen experience, in-depth camera testing, gaming performance, Galaxy AI features, and much more. So if you're interested in this phone, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for those upcoming videos. With that said, let's get started. Let's quickly start with the unboxing experience. As we've come to expect from Samsung these days, the packaging is very minimal. Inside the box, you'll find the Galaxy S26 Ultra itself, SIM ejector tool, USB-C to USB-C cable, documentation, and that's pretty much it. No charger, no case, no screen protector. So if you're coming from an older device, you may need to purchase those accessories separately. Moving on to the design and build quality, the variant I pick up is the sky blue color. And honestly, I think this is the best looking color option among all available variants. The Galaxy S26 Ultra continues Samsung Premium Ultra Series design language. And while some people might consider the design to be a bit safe or even boring at first glance because it looks very similar to previous Ultra models, I actually appreciate Samsung's decision to refine an already successful formula. The overall design feels more mature and polished. And after a week of use, it's one of those phones that grows on you the more you use it. The flat frame design improves grip and usability, while the signature integrated S Pen remains housed inside the device. The frame is made from aluminum, giving it a solid and premium feel, while also helping dissipate heat more efficiently during demanding tasks such as gaming, video recording, and extended multitasking sessions. One advantage I've immediately noticed is the reduced weight. The phone feels noticeably lighter compared to previous Ultra models, making it much more comfortable to hold for long periods. The combination of the lighter weight, flat size, and refined design makes the Galaxy S26 Ultra one of the most comfortable Ultra devices I've personally used. After using it for a week, I can confidently say that this is one of Samsung's best looking Ultra devices to date, especially in this sky blue color. Now let's talk about the display. As expected from Samsung, the display experience is simply excellent. On screen, here are the main display specifications. During my week of use, this display has been absolutely fantastic for watching videos, social media browsing, gaming, and photo editing. Colors are vibrant, viewing angles are excellent, and outdoor visibility is impressive even under direct sunlight. One feature that I found particularly interesting is Samsung's privacy mode. You can choose between the regular privacy display and the new maximum privacy display. In the regular setting, the display becomes more difficult for people around you to view from certain angles. When switched to max privacy mode, the viewing angle becomes significantly narrower, making it much harder for others beside you to see what's on your screen. It's a useful feature, especially for people who frequently work or browse in public places. Performance is exactly what you would expect from Samsung's latest flagship. Powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, this phone is an absolute powerhouse. If raw performance is what you're after, you really can't go wrong here. But before we get into my experience, here are the core specifications. For benchmark enthusiasts, here's the Antutu score I achieved on this phone. In day-to-day use, the phone feels incredibly fast and responsive. Apps launch instantly, multitasking is smooth, and I haven't encountered any lag or stuttering. For gaming, I spent some time playing both Call of Duty Mobile and Modern War Tanks, and both games run very smoothly with high graphics settings enabled. Frame rates felt stable, touch response was excellent, and the large display definitely enhanced the overall gaming experience. But if I'm being completely honest, the game I've been enjoying the most on this phone is Call of Duty Mobile. In fact, it was the very first game I installed when I got the Galaxy S26 Ultra. I've been having so much fun playing it over the past week that I almost forgot to install and try other games. There's just something about playing COD on this phone that makes the experience incredibly enjoyable. The large display, battery smooth performance, responsive controls, and excellent speakers all come together to create a really immersive gaming experience. I've actually been winning a lot of matches lately, which definitely doesn't hurt. Whether that's because of the phone or because I'm suddenly getting better at the game, I'll let you guys decide. And while I've only spent significant time with a few games so far, I'm pretty confident that this phone will absolutely crush just about any game you throw at it. The Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 is an absolute beast. Whether it's intense multiplayer matches in Call of Duty Mobile, commanding massive battles in Modern War Tanks, heavy multitasking, or other demanding workloads, the Galaxy S26 Ultra handles everything effortlessly without breaking a sweat. I also check temperatures after approximately 1 hour of continuous gaming. The phone does get warm as expected, but thankfully, it never became uncomfortable to hold during my testing. I also think the aluminum frame helps here as it does a good job of dissipating heat away from the internal components, allowing the device to cool more efficiently during extended gaming sessions. Overall, performance has been excellent, and after a week of use, I can confidently say that the Galaxy S26 Ultra delivers the kind of flagship experience you'd expect from Samsung's most powerful smartphone. Of course, one of the biggest reasons people buy an Ultra device is the camera system. Let's take a look at the camera specifications first. Samsung continues to pack this phone with a very versatile camera setup capable of handling almost every shooting scenario. Some of the key camera features include enhanced night mode, AI-assisted photography, advanced zoom capabilities, professional video controls, pro mode photography, horizontal lock for steadier and more cinematic video recording. Now again, this isn't going to be a full camera review. For that, I'll be creating a dedicated in-depth camera video where we'll test daytime photos, nighttime photography, portrait mode, zoom performance, and video capabilities in much greater detail. For now, here are some sample photos and videos captured during my first week of use. Overall, my initial impression is very positive, and I'm excited to explore the camera system even further. The Galaxy S26 Ultra comes with One UI 8.5 out of the box. As someone who has used Samsung devices for years, One UI remains one of my favorite Android interfaces. In fact, I didn't realize how much I miss Samsung software experience until I came back to it. The last Samsung device I used was the Galaxy A56, which I eventually sold and replaced with the Oppo Reno 15. While the Oppo experience wasn't bad at all, there were just certain Samsung exclusive features and conveniences that I constantly found myself missing. Now that I'm back on the Galaxy ecosystem with the S26 Ultra, it honestly feels like I'm back at home. And of course, there's Galaxy AI. Samsung continues to expand its AI ecosystem, but one of the biggest differences compared to previous Ultra models is the evolution toward a more proactive and agentic AI experience. Instead of simply responding to commands, the AI is becoming more capable of understanding context and helping users complete tasks more intelligently and efficiently. After a week of use, I've found many of these AI powered features genuinely useful rather than just gimmicks, and I'm looking forward to exploring them further in future videos. Let's talk about battery life. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is equipped with a 5000 mAh battery and supports up to 60 watts wired charging as well as 25 watts wireless charging. After 1 week of use, battery life has been very good. My typical daily usage is a mix of social media browsing, messaging, taking photos and videos, watching content, and some light gaming, which I think reflects how most people would use their smartphone on a daily basis. On most days, I'm getting around 6 to 8 hours of screen on time. By the time I reach the evening, I usually still have around 20 to 30% battery remaining. So for my personal usage, this is comfortably an all-day smartphone. For charging, I use a 30-watt gallium nitride charger and a Ugreen 25 watts wireless charger. From around 20% battery, it takes roughly about an hour to reach a full charge, which has been perfectly acceptable for my daily routine. So after 1 week with the Samsung Galaxy S26, what do you think? Overall, I'm very impressed. The highlights for me are these pros and cons. As for whether it's worth upgrading, I'll save myself some final verdict for my full review once I've spent more time testing the device. But if there's one thing I can say after a week of use, it's that despite its hefty price tag and probably being the most expensive smartphone I've personally bought with my own money, so far I'm genuinely happy and content with what I've experienced on the Galaxy S26 Ultra. The hardware is excellent, the software experience feels familiar and refined. So far, it has delivered exactly what I was hoping for from a premium flagship device. Now, let me know in the comments what specific Galaxy S26 Ultra topic you'd like me to cover next. Maybe the camera, S Pen, or Galaxy AF features. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss future Galaxy S26 Ultra content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.